What's up? Welcome into another edition of Breaking Booms. We got another one, as expected, but we got a little cherry on top. A little 2-for-1 sale today. Boy, we got two dudes Saturday night. It feels so good. A stud linebacker and a nice slot receiver, it looks like. So, first off, we're going to start with TJ Alford, his commitment. Then Desai Jones is how I'm going to pronounce the receiver's name out of New Jersey. That's what I'm going with. Not sure if that's accurate. I don't think it's Desi. There's a little apostrophe in there, so who knows? So the options are endless, really. So yeah, we're going buy one get one on Saturday nights, and that's always good for a good night. So TJ Alford, let's talk about him first. 6'2", 210. I've also seen him at 215 out of Vero Beach, Florida. Vero Beach, if you didn't know, it means land of the old white people. Just, I don't know. I don't know. Who knows how words are formed? Anyway, he's a solid four-star, 9.674, nationally ranked number 63 player in the class. When's the last time I could say that? Number 8 linebacker, number 8 player in the state of Florida. Yeah, this guy's a machine. His scouting report reads like this, actually. He is a tackling machine. Floats around the second level looking for opportunities to shoot in and make stops. He's added some good mass since he first has emerged in the recruiting scene as a freshman. Is now believed to be hovering around 6'2", 215. I believe that's true. And with some additional length in his arms. So his arms got longer. He follows his blocking keys to the action and will meet ball carriers with plenty of force in the hole, usually unloading through the hips. Not going to touch it. Not going to touch it. Has proven to be an above-average athlete on passing downs that can drop back and cover in a zone. Projects as a potential multi-year starter and impact player at the power four. Yeah, power four. Threw me for a loop there. Power forward level that can stuff the stat sheet and help slow down the run like he did in high school. He racked up 114 stops as a junior and one of Florida's larger high school classifications. His freelance play style can put him in some bad positions at times, but gap closing speed and overall physicality could lead to plenty of success on Saturdays after a year of development or two. Also, very well-known track athlete, has personal best times of 11.67 in the 100-meter and 23.88 in the 200-meter. So dude's cooking. In 2023, he was TCPalm.com's defensive player of the year with his 114 tackles, 12 TFLs, 6 pass breakups, 4 sacks, 3 QB hurries, and a pick. He helped Vero get to the regional semifinals of Florida's 4S playoffs. In 2022, he's actually at John Carroll High School, where he's credited with 103 tackles and 3 sacks. 2021, his freshman year, 63 tackles in 10 games. So yeah, this weekend, Alfred made his first visit to oh, no, sorry. Alfred already made his first visit. So he's been back the Buckeyes 2 other times since he made his first visit. Most recent trip was a week ago, and the Buckeyes showed him everything that he needed to see. He picked the Buckeyes over Miami, Tennessee, Florida State, Central Florida, UCF, you know. Alfred gave an explanation of what drew him to Ohio State. He said they've just got real legacy there. There's a lot of history, and your name is going to get written in the history books. Coach Laurinaitis is great. He went to the school. He won the Buckeyes Award. He went to the NFL and came back. He's been through it, and he's went where I want to go. Now TJ Alford is still going to take some officials to the Florida schools and Tennessee, Florida State, Miami, Tennessee in June. But looking at how this affects the Buckeyes on the field, um, the Buckeyes are looking for linebackers that can run sideline to sideline every play, right? Um, and that's what TJ Alford does well. He's every down back. You don't need to pull him off the field on third and long or something. He's the prototype three down linebacker that can deliver the big hit, shoot gaps, and play in space, right? We've seen issues with our linebackers in the past playing in space. So he has really good closing speed and the explosiveness to quickly trigger, get upfield, and disrupt running plays. He's a good open field tackler. So with all those athletic qualities, Alfred projects to play the will linebacker. So he'll be playing inside. Uh, He's not huge at 6'2", 215, but he's physical at the point of attack and has a nearly 7-foot wingspan that helps him in coverage. So he will need to work on his coverage skills in addition to that, but he plays fast and free. Alfred brings a twitched up athleticism to the linebacker position that we haven't seen in Columbus very much. He'll fit right in with athletes like Sonny Styles and CJ Hicks, Arbel Reese. And the size, speed, and athleticism make him the type of player that will be tough to keep him off the field at Ohio State. So, depending on what happens with CJ Hicks and Sonny Styles, maybe he sees the field as a freshman. Who knows? So, in this class of 2025, Alford and Eli Lee are the two linebackers we have so far for James Laurinaitis. Eli Lee will play the Mike, the middle linebacker. And the Buckeyes want three true linebackers in this cycle. Remember, they got Peyton Pierce. He's a true linebacker, but then they also brought in Garrett Stover, who was transitioning from safety to linebacker. Now, in this 2025 class, they still want an edge or a jack like Justin Hill down in Cincinnati. Then they're still focusing on a couple of Texas linebackers, Riley Pettijohn, Elijah Barnes. Then there's also Gavin Nix from Florida. So all these guys visited in March, and the Buckeyes would love to add them to the class, any of them. You also got Jadon Harmon from Georgia. He visited in March, and he's probably the only linebacker in this class that is more athletic than Alford. But Laurinaitis and Ohio State have offered 23 linebackers in this cycle, so you know they're serious about bringing in some numbers. And then there's also in-state recruit Dante McClellan. So even though the linebacker room is inexperienced, it's not very young. You know, Cody Simon is the senior. He's on his way out. Sonny, CJ, Gabe Powers are all in third-year guys. And like I mentioned, you got Peyton Pierce and Garrett Stover. That's it. You know, so the Buckeyes really need to replenish the linebacker room this cycle. So that's why they're looking at least three, possibly four. And we could use – it would be nice to get another national guy and really see what Laurinaitis' recruiting chops are made of. But let's talk about Desai Jones. He committed. The Buckeyes are on fire right now, and recruiting, we might be getting another one today. I don't know. Sounds like there's some teetering going on. So from Wayne, New Jersey, let me pull up his profile here. 6 foot 180 from DePaul Catholic in New Jersey. He's a 4-star, 8940, nationally ranked number 367, number 49 wide receiver, number 10 player in New Jersey. He does have some massive offers of like a list a mile long. So this guy's his star ranking is definitely going to increase. His ratings are going to go up as he visits the summer camps and does that circuit, you know. So a little bit of this was a little bit unexpected, especially to us fans. But Jones, we'll call him Jones. How about that? D. Jones. He has more than a dozen offers from Penn State, Texas, Florida. The Buckeyes just offered him back in September last year. So When Brian Hartline, other receivers get more attention, but when Brian Hartline targets a player, he usually gets him, right? And Jones is the first receiver in the class after the decommitment of Javon Boggs last week. You also got Jamie French, Corian Moore that are definitely on Ohio State's radar. And then you got several of the top 2025 receivers were on campus this weekend. So looks like Jones wanted to claim a spot. He wanted to make sure he was in the class. So, as a sophomore, Jones had 59 catches for 1,000 yards and 6 touchdowns. He set a school record for most receiving yards in a season by a sophomore. He was consistent in his junior year with 56 catches, but the yardage slipped a bit, went down to about 900 yards, along with 6 touchdowns. The Buckeyes like his toughness and his instincts with the football in his hands, and the Buckeyes want 4 receivers in this class. So they project Jones as a pure slot receiver. Don't forget that the Buckeyes lose Emeka, Jaden Ballard after this year, and that leaves 7 scholarship receivers on the roster for 2025 if nobody transfers, right? So this class is definitely going to be a big one for Hartline. And Jones got in there first, so who gets in there next? So we'll find out. And sounds like things went well with the David Sanders visit. The Buckeyes might be in that top 3. We'll see, battling all the Southern schools. But huge recruiting weekend. Love getting these commits, and let's keep the train rolling. Right. That's all I got for you. Talk to you later. Go Bucks.